Italian English fern? You're watching Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday. And yes, an Italian English fern. It's no joke. Oh, wait, before we get started, if you like what you see here and want to see a bunch more people doing the same type of stuff, please come and join us at www.theshavingcadre.com. We do feel we are the finest self-moderated shaving and other gentlemanly pursuits forum on the interwebs. Please come and see us. And also, if you like live talk show stuff, come see me and my partner, Nurse Dave, at Drinks and Dave's Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. for live conversation. However, we are on hiatus now until the 13th of August. Anyways, so what the heck is an Italian British fern? Well, it's no secret to anybody out there that Penhaligon's English fern, to me, is the finest fragrance that has ever been created on planet Earth. And what does Penhaligon's do? They discontinue it. Yeah, it's stupid. Penhaligon's, if you're listening, bring back English fern. Anyways, aside from that, so what we're going to do is I like the ferny scents, the fougères. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be doing another Saponaficcio Veracino shave, but this time with Felce Aromatica. It's basically their version of a fern fougère, and it is tremendous. The brush we're using today is the Saponaficcio Veracino Ivory with a High Mountain Manchurian nut. I did not get to answer this question in the comments, but somebody had made a comment that does Saponaficcio Veracino make the best brushes? Well, brushes are extremely subjective. It is a nice brush, but the brush is only as good as the knot. And if you like Badger knots, the High Mountain Manchurian White is used by a multitude of companies. Now, does Saponaficcio Veracino make a very fine brush? Yes, they do. However, with the fact that they have a unique pewter top, there have been not gluing issues. There have been cracks. So there are quality control issues. In the beginning, they were absolutely fantastic. But as they've grown, there's been some quality control issues. I don't know if they outsourced some of it. But more and more people are going to synthetic knots, and they are going to artisan brush makers. So to answer this question, it's really up to you. Obviously you've got companies like Semogue, you've got companies like obviously Simpson, Morris and Fondran. They're all wonderful brushes, but really a brush is what you think. And I think that right now in the brush making world, there is no one best brush. I think it all depends on what you like for your brush and what you like for your handle. I mean, Bob at Elite Brushes is fantastic. Wild Rush Brushworks here in Florence, Arizona is fantastic. Eric Sorrentino, which I have a multitude. So it's really up to you. So I don't believe anymore there is a best brush. Simpson is probably one of the best known, but that doesn't make them necessarily the best. Depends on you. We're going to do DE shave today. I'm using the Blackland Blackbird Titanium, or as we like to say, Big T Little I. And it's got a brand new Persona Lab Blue blade in it. So I also want to thank everybody for the comments yesterday on the rolling technique with the straight razor. But you can do the same thing with a DE. Just very simply, just roll it around. And then same thing, on the chin, just roll. Because that way you're keeping it in contact with the chin. Just a reminder, our program note for next Sunday is that we will be doing a Crosby Conundrum shave. my good friend Steve Crosby is going cruising, and he thought it would be a fun thing to see if I could do a shave in tribute of a Caribbean vacation or pirate theme. So that's what we're going to do. The Felce Aromatica is a little bit stronger of a fern. I would probably compare it to Royal Fougere, but it has the characteristics of Penhaligon's English fern insofar that it's very green, very ferny, but it doesn't have that. There's a uniqueness about English fern that almost gives it a creaminess, is the way I kind of call it. But unfortunately, it's getting nearly impossible to source English fern anymore. And I seem to be on a one-man crusade to get Penhaligons to reissue English fern. Because it's such a wonderful fragrance. And I remember when they made, wow, they made an English fern bath soap, they made an English fern talc, they made an English fern shampoo, they made an English fern shaving soap, both in tallow and non-tallow. And now it's all gone. I have not tried High Grove Garden, I believe is the name of it. And I guess it has some characteristics of that. But it seems like a lot of their very, very good older fragrances they've gotten rid of. As far as the Blackbird Titanium is concerned, it's just a wonderfully efficient razor. Some of you may notice that with a DE, I have a tendency to use my left hand predominantly for both sides, except on my cross the grain. And that's just habit. I am left-handed dominant, but with a DE or an SE, I've always shaved with one hand, whereas with a straight, I learned to shave with two hands, so it just makes it easier. Somebody also had asked me a question a few months back about preferences on DE blades. Again, that is so subjective. And I think everybody's gone through the Astra SPs, the Voss Gods, a multitude of different Gillette, Nassets, and you'll find the blade that you like the best. Now, for me right now, and it having been traditionally shaving for a long time, I think I finally found the DE blade that I like the best as far as longevity, as far as keenness, and how it gives me a smooth shave, and that is the Persona Lab Blue. And you can buy them in 100 bucks. I mean, I've got enough razor blades to last me a couple of lifetimes now. So, because I'm trying to shave, you know, kind of mostly during the week with a DE, but if I get the time, I will shave with an SE, or I mean a straight razor, but I try to do straights as much as possible. Virtually no alum bite at all. So we'll let that percolate for just a few seconds and we'll get everything cleaned up. And again, the brush today was the Felce Veracino Artisan 2.0 in ivory with the pewter top cap. The razor again was a Blackland Blackbird Titanium, or Big T Little I. Just a wonderful razor, beautifully fits in the hand. Beautiful shave. So this will be our last video for the week, obviously. We hope everybody enjoyed these 3 videos. We're sitting at 1474, I think. So we've got about 25 more to go. And we are rocking and rolling. Quinn's Cucumber and Mint. Just has a nice green type of fragrance to it. The soap again today was Felce Veracino Felce Aromatica. And yes, this was a limited edition. They reformulated it and put it in just a regular tin. I've got the other tins over there. And here's a blast from the past. I still have this. Is kind of a testament for how long this stuff lasts. And that is, this is the old aftershave bottle that Felce Veracino put out in the beginning before they went to this bottle. And I think I've mentioned it before, but an interesting fact, these aftershave bottles were originally meant for barbershops only. In fact, you had to send in a copy of your barbershop license and your establishment license, and they would only sell these bottles to barbers to make it kind of exclusive. Didn't go over so well, and people really wanted them, so I think that's when they switched from these to those. They're one of the few companies that actually does everything in an aluminum style bottle, because everything in here is natural plant oils. And as I said yesterday, Felce Aromatica is a little bit sharper, like I said, more of a Royal Fougere. And the older bottles were cute. They had paper labels on them. So, I mean, obviously, when you look at those as opposed to these beautifully embossed ones, there is a difference. And I do like the new ones, or the old barber ones, I should say. It was kind of neat to have them exclusively, as I was one of the first ones to have them as a barber. And but I'm glad everybody's able to get them now. As far as the talc today, just a little bit, and I'm using this like it's gold, but that's English fern talc. You cannot find this very much anywhere anymore. But it complements the Felce Aromatica really, really well. Okay, kids, well, that's it for today. I certainly hope you appreciated the video, and again, come see us at the Shaving Cadre, and come and see us at Drinks and Dave's on Tuesday night at 6 p.m., beginning again August 13th. That's it for this week. 3 videos. We actually made it through. So I really appreciate you keeping on liking, subscribing, commenting. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave Shaves and Such, and hope everybody has a great remainder of the week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Take care.